can't go long.
All right, we are live, bro. We are live.
Oh shit! Oops.
Well, now we're live.
Okay. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
All right, let me share. Boom.
Yeah, I need to pull that up.
Boom.
So I want to start putting more news on the EFBC's pages and things. So I'm gonna start trying to do that more.
Cool. You're live right now.
Even from your feed, if you get like pictures about people.
There's gonna be no updates till this fucking tournament.
I know.
But yeah. We're
I know.
right now on the EFBC.
I already know.
What's up? We're live, by the way. We are live.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's who he's talking to. Hey, Katrina.
Hey.
I had my other screen up, so I couldn't see the screen, so I didn't see when you popped in. I thought you were just talking to me again.
Okay.
You took them under the back, right?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
We are live on YouTube. Live on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Before 6:30.
Huh?
You went live before 6:30.
A little bit live,
Slightly.
yeah.
She said, "What's up with that?"
Having a whole conversation with a kid. Like,
Okay.
I think I'd have cut my song off.
All right.
Help me singing. I'm sure of that.
What am I looking for?
Time to share.
Oh, there it goes.
You know what? This is something I want to do, so I'm gonna do it right now. Actually.
Hold on.
Boom.
Right.
Especially since you're gonna be our special guest today.
Ooh, my hair looks terrible on screen.
It looks fine to me.
Like
My
on the
hair looks
screen.
nice.
It looked bad on the YouTube screen to me, but like when I was in the house, it looked good.
Did you just say your hair looks nice, Max?
Yeah.
Will you? Really, bro? Gotta get you to a bro level right now. Okay, you're wearing a hat. Jesus, your hair looks fine. Are you happy?
Yes.
Does that make you feel?
I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be cool. Boom. Boom. And we're gonna watch this thing.
My hair, you don't have no hair.
Don't stop me.
Says my hair looks dope. Yeah, I want to start putting up a little bit more news and breaking news from across different feds. That way to kind of, bring a little bit more eyes to characters.
Am I not on the screen yet, Max?
I'm about to add you. Yeah. Okay, Katrina. Don't stop me now.
Yeah, let's stop. Pause it.
Believing.
YouTube didn't need to hear me sing, so. Can't bless people with the skills, you know?
Don't stop believing.
Oh God, no. Wait, pause. Woo. No, I can't. I'm over that song for a good year, so just.
Oh, that song? Really?
Yes, because my oldest daughter was like, had me binge watch Glee with her, and if they sing that song like 100 times, I was like, all right, you guys, I'm over this song. So.
Wow, I ain't heard that song in so long.
I just need like a year break from hearing that song. Like,
And it reminds me of 80s movies from when I was a kid. So that's why I really be like, ooh.
Oh yeah, I was singing Queen. Don't stop me now.
Yeah. I don't think that was in my Serato.
Like Lady Godiva. Go. Watch it explode. Coming to the side. Yeah. Alright, now we're just waiting on these guys. So now I'm gonna share again. We are live right now on the EFBC channel.
That's what I was doing too.
Send in Messenger.
Copy. Paste. Facebook. Don't step. Oh, stop. I was about to start singing it again. Put it there.
With special guest Ray Geddes, owner.
Come back over here. I'm gonna add it here. And then come from there, and we're gonna add it here. Foul mouth dad.
Foul mouth dad. Oh.
How do you post? Sang, girl.
No. Never gonna get. Yeah, never gonna get that. Anybody catch me singing is because I'm not paying attention to my surroundings, and I'm just like singing, not paying attention.
I got it in there. Cool. Put it in there. Boom, boom. Got that. Now just to post it on the actual EFBC page. Oh, where's my phone? Niggas can have a little 10-minute break, but you eventually have to get it back to it.
Cody Benson.
I think I have one. Oh man, we sitting here live. We ain't talking about shit. So
Well, I'm sharing, so
yeah, that's what I was sitting here doing. But then I got caught up in a message. So, what's this we got watching or playing?
This is the Ray Geddes' promotion.
Okay.
Yeah, this is his special match, the Buried Alive match.
Oh, this is the Buried Alive match. Okay. Scoop is gonna be on Loop Dee Poop.
Okay, so just to be clear, he's networked well before.
Mm-hmm. He's a networker. He's very well known. He networked with other promotions.
I said networked well.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny shit.
Had to be clear about that. That'll be a weird thing to have him on the guest week of something he doesn't do well. Okay, cool beans.
What up, Ray?
What's going on, everybody?
All right, Ray Geddes is on, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, bro?
Not much. Not much.
Sound of the voice you hear right now is MJ Jones.
What's going on, MJ? Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, same here, man.
Man, I went to my first wrestling show in about 20 years. My first WWE wrestling show in about 20 years last night.
How'd you enjoy it?
I had fun. I had fun with my nephew. And,
Which
just seeing his reactions was worth the price of admission. Okay.
We are currently watching your Buried Alive match while we're sharing the link to everyone. So yeah.
Which I guess you could call it brand or fed did you go see?
It was the Super Show. I don't know if it's even televised or not. It was like a house show, I think.
WWE, right?
Oh,
you saw the
promotion. That's what I meant. Promotion.
Yeah, WWE.
Okay.
I had a good card. The main event was Roman Reigns and the Usos versus John Cena and Rey Mysterio and what's his son's name? I don't watch WWE.
Dominic.
Dominic, that's it. And then they had Randy Orton and Matt Riddle took on who'd they fight? The tag team champs.
Omos.
AJ Styles, and I can't think of the big guy's name.
And Omos.
Omos, yes. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to a wrestling event a couple weekends ago here in Houston, but I ended up changing my mind because it was like, man, they wanted $25 at the door, and I was like,
at the door?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
What's up, four people watching? We have Ray Geddes, the owner of GSF. We are currently watching his famous Buried Alive match right now on YouTube, right now on the stream. So, yeah. We're just sharing the link.
Hired gun.
Link, share. And we're going to get started at 7 o'clock, so we have 20 minutes left. So, yeah.
What's going on, hired gun? Appreciate you for coming through.
Trina, I don't think I've met you before. It's nice meeting you as well. I don't think I've talked to you ever, so it's nice meeting you as well, Katrina.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Sharon, Gavin, Sandra.
I don't want to spill too many of the beans before we get into the meat and potatoes of our
Wait, what? I don't feel like I'm gonna use that.
What's the topic tonight?
Networking. Yeah.
All right.
You network with a couple promotions here and there, so it'd be cool to get your idea. I mean, you're actually networking with us, so networking is today's topic. Luis, Trey, Scott.
Is Drew coming?
Yes, he's coming today. And James White, Jody.
I guess I'll ask a different question that I've normally asked. How did you come up with the name GSF?
It's my last name, my best friend's last name, and then Federation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He kind of started it with me.
That's awesome.
A long time ago, we used to get together at my house, me and him and about 15 others, and just play. We'd do storylines and play video games, drink some beer, and have a good time.
All right. Let Drew in. He said, "Let me in."
Oh, okay. Admit. There he is.
What's going on, CFT? I see you out there.
Oh.
Look at them all pressed up.
Oh my god, it's funny.
He's connecting his audio. Hi, buddy.
Drew's fashionably late today. I love it.
He on CP time.
Technically, he's on time since it starts at 7.
Yes.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Thank you.
I got you, bro. Okay.
It feels great to be back, guys. Yes. So excited.
Are you on CP time?
Drew, share the link as much as you can. While I'm editing the stream right now.
Gonna make sure I'm sharing the right link.
Yes. Do not share the Zoom link. Do not share the Zoom link.
Right?
Drew out here sharing the Zoom link. Freaking Skype link.
Dude coming up in here like, hey, what's up with Katrina? Like, hey, girl. hey, shawty.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Sorry about that. That was crazy.
What's going on over here? Yeah.
So we have a guest today.
Yeah, today's guest is the highlight reel god, Ray Geddes, and he's already on the chat. Yeah.
Ray, nice to meet you, buddy. Nice to talk to you finally. This is awesome.
Nice to meet you too.
You are the mastermind behind the bulldozer. We're gonna call you John Deere this whole episode.
All right. That works.
John
Be called worse.
We are right now on the stream. We're currently showing the Buried Alive match with Ray Geddes.
Man,
Yeah,
you
that's
a deal with Caterpillar? How did you do that?
I actually found the bulldozer on YouTube, or not bulldozer, but the excavator or the backhoe on YouTube. I actually found it. And I said, you know what? I said I can use this and just take pictures of the backdrop, what I want it, and make it go across the graveyard and do all of that. So that's what I wound up doing.
I ain't never found a backhoe that treated me so well.
Right?
Share.
That's fucking dope right there.
Yeah, freaking Ray not only does highlight, but he does like Titantron videos for each of his specific wrestlers, and I'm like, yo.
Oh man, that's some time consuming shit right there.
You know how I give 110%? Ray does like the whole 200, man, plus more.
Sheesh.
I'm trying to get them. I still don't have everybody's Titantrons or whatever finished. I've got more to make, but you know, it's taken me several years to get all of them done and do my show, and you know, so.
Yeah, I thought about doing that like right before I was setting up my fed, and then I started, and I was like, oh hell no.
It's time consuming. It takes a little while, but you know, I like all of them to have a little something, because you can't put your own, or you can, but I mean the ones that they let you put on the Titantron when they're coming out aren't really that good, you know. So plus you don't have so many slots to put everything in. So yeah.
I turned my Titantrons off. That's how bad they are.
I did too.
That's what I do. I've just got a picture of my. I've just got my company logo on there on the Titantron when they're coming out.
Yep.
I just play that little 30-second to a minute piece before they actually come out to the ring.
And that's cool. Like I wanted to do something like to make it like unique to the characters, but then sometimes I'm like, man, maybe they should do something unique to the characters. Sheesh.
So I don't know if you guys have talked about this yet, but maybe give us a little insight on these two individuals in this match, maybe how we got to this point of we need to bury one of these guys.
Well, the storyline went on my return episode, because I was never on YouTube, but I was on Community Creations. I did my show on Community Creations back when Story Designer was around. Well, then I left as a character. I left and came to YouTube, went back and got my doctorate degree in real life, and I didn't have time for all that. So I just did just my character. Well, then when I brought it back to YouTube in about 2017, 2018, when that was the first match. Their first match was there, and it was for the Madness Championship. Well, they went back and forth for, I hadn't done 2 pay-per-views since that time. It just takes me forever to get one out. It takes me about 6 months to do a show. Just because
yo, max time.
Well, that, and I've got family. I've got a full-time job. Right. I've got, you know what I mean? So I get maybe 30 minutes to an hour at night to work on stuff. And that's
not enough time for anything.
No. And that's after my kid goes to sleep, my wife, and I'm just kind of downtime there. So, and that's before I go to bed to get up the next morning for my real job. So, but yeah, these two, Owen there, the one that's doing the backbreaker there, he won the title to begin with that first night. Well, then he came back and he got attacked backstage, but it's kind of the equivalent of the hardcore title, the Madness title is here. And he got attacked backstage that same night by another guy who took his belt. Well, he catches him the next week, takes it back. But in the process, they started out in the parking garage and ended up inside the arena. Well, the belt was left in the parking garage. Well, Spartan took it. It was just laying there in the parking garage while the other two were fighting in the arena. He took it. So, it was just laying there. So he took it. Well, it led to their first match at my first FPV, which FPV instead of pay-per-view, I call it FPV. And
free pay-per-view.
Free per-view, yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it led to the first match, and I had it. Owen's father died in the storylines right before that pay-per-view. Okay. Or that FPV, yeah. In storyline, his father passed away, so he dedicated that night to that, and he actually won it back that night. Well, the next show, I had a little plot where he was at his father's funeral. He's saying his thing. Well, Spartan attacks him at his father's grave. Does his finishing move on top of his father's grave there. Pins him, takes the title back with him. Well, all that did was piss Owen White off. So that's how the graveyard match came about, though, or the buried alive match, because he wanted revenge not only for him taking his belt, but for what he did. He disrespected his father's grave. So, well, why is at his funeral and his family that was there so that was on episode 5 is when that took place.
So I got a question before we officially start at 7. The booking of the graveyard match, already in your head, did you say, you know what I want to do? A buried alive match and call. Never been done before. So you just thought that like years ahead or like months ahead before you say, hey, I finally know how to do it, so I'm gonna tell the story.
I figured out how to do it on 2K17.
Oh shit.
Which is when they first started, okay? And then when 2K18 came out, and I saw, okay, well, they've got this green screen here, and they've got that, and then 2K19 out, and I can take people out of the background with 2K19. Yeah. Anybody out of the background. So I said, man, I can do this. I can really do this now. And that's when it really, when 2K18 come out, and then 2K19 came out, and I could see all this stuff I could do on that. That's when I really decided, hey, I can really do this. So
that's great.
Spectacular. Yeah.
Yeah, man, and by the looks of it, especially with your views on your show, man, it got the buzz that it needed because you showed that
went over well. I posted that clip I sent you, Max, on Twitter, and it had like over 4,000 views on it. That was
wow.
what it did. Yeah. So, and I said, well, that means people are interested, and sure enough, I mean, it's my highest, most viewed show that I've ever had. So,
paid off, bro. It paid off.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. Off. I mean, just looking at the visuals of the match alone, it's just, it's fantastic, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been stuck sitting here watching it like, oh.
Yeah.
And then look at this. Okay, how you do? Okay.
To be, I'd be mad jealous because I don't want to ask questions. No, I'm gonna figure this out without Ray telling me, yo.
This right here is actually he rolling out of the ring, right there where he rolls into the grave. He's actually rolling out of the ring. I just took it and green screened it and made it look as there was a little part. It looks like he's kicking him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look at us.
That's some shit.
Look at us. That's cool.
Yeah, man. Highlight reel god, bro. He's the highlight reel.
The shovel in his hand right there is actually a sledgehammer. When he first gets it, and it shows, and you can see like right there, it comes up. Well, I took the thing and made it come up and cover up the sledgehammer, and then come back down. So,
hey.
I remember one time Ray hit me up and say, "Hey Max, you got the green screen?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Can you like get a random wire and just like send me footage of you holding the wire with the green screen?" I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry, I got you, man."
I needed the wire for that
choke scene.
Getting choked at ringside with the wire. Yeah.
Like,
holy wait, you did a choke with a wire on ringside?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I did is I took my green screen and I got one of those plug cords, right? And I did one of these, like hold it and did the motion like this. Then I sent the footage to Ray. Then Ray used that footage and put in one of his boys holding the wire. So it looks like he's holding the wire while choking him. It's actually pretty dope.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is sweet.
Networking. All right, yeah. 5 minutes. 5 minutes left, man. 5 minutes before we get the show started. So yeah, man, continue, guys. Even if this match was like the highlight, like check out his full entire show. It's pretty dope. He even has Freddy Krueger in his freaking show, man.
It ain't Freddy Krueger, man. It's that's Ike. That's Ike Stone.
Yeah, Ike.
Yeah, he's the one. GSF. He's the S in GSF, but
okay.
His character is literally the devil.
Yeah.
So, and I just figured. Have y'all ever seen the show Lucifer?
I've heard of
the
it.
DC show Lucifer. Actually, a couple of scenes, not episodes though.
Well, his face whenever he turns into the devil on the show looks a lot like Isaac's face on there. Mm-hmm. So, and that's what we kind of based it off of, how he might look whenever he's turned. But it's pretty cool.
All right, sharing is done. Cool. Now I'm just gonna. All right, cool.
Yeah, but anytime y'all want advice, or anybody wants advice on green screen and stuff like that, just I'll welcome anybody to message me and ask, and I'll try to help as much as I can.
That's awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys, you do the last minute sharing. I'm gonna start getting ready. Ray, if you want, you can share this, share the stream onto YouTube and just tell people to watch and shit like that. And I'll be right back.
Oh boy, this scene was fucking dope.
Yeah, man.
Well, with the excavator there,
when they're fighting inside the grave.
Oh, it's on mine over here. It's over here where he's getting the excavator out and going across the grave.
Oh, okay.
Or the graveyard.
Have to be curtains.
One thing I messed up
on. I
meant to go back and put a pile of dirt in front of the excavator and make it look like he was scooping the dirt, the dirt pile from the dirt pile, and I forgot to do that. Nobody's noticed it, but I noticed it every time I see a clip of this, and it bothers me.
That's because you're the only one that knows it's not there.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time I see it, it bothers me because I should have went back and put that in there to make it look even better.
Oh,
where
man.
did this graphic come from?
YouTube. I just looked up green screen excavator, and there's all kinds of stuff on there. So if you ever want to use it, it's on YouTube. So if you ever need it for anything.
I don't think I can now, man.
All right, guys, we're about to start in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
What's your channel? We had someone ask. So, what's the name of your channel, Ray?
GS Federation.
You guys can click the link on the description of the stream and you'll see it right there.
Oh,
yeah.
See, there you go, guys. Max MAX Wrestling. It will be in the description under. I can't even talk. Under subscribe to GSF.
Yeah. If you look at the description, it'll show. All right, we're going to start in 1 minute, guys.
Someone else said, I thought you got the backhoe from Farming Simulator.
I thought that for a second, too.
I've never played it.
I don't even know what Farming Simulator is.
You ever played the game Big Rigs? Big Rigs! It's one of the most horrible games ever made. Oh my god.
For
it's like a PC game.
New York's Finest, their video I made, their Titantron I made, I used some of Firefighter Simulator on there. Because they're firemen in real life. That's what. So, yeah.
All right. One more minute. Un
momento. Let's see what else we got going on out here in the chat.
All right. We are about to start in 5, 4, 3, 2. What's good, everyone? Welcome to the EFBC channel. We got today's guest, Ray Geddes, and we're on episode 6, everyone. Episode 6.
6 of them things.
So, yeah, man. Episode 6.
Start giving us a louder round of applause.
we're staying consistent.
Quick little golf clap.
We are staying consistent, everyone. We are staying consistent. Today's guest, we got the owner of GSF, Ray Geddes, is in the house.
Good to see everybody. Glad to be here.
I call him the highlight reel god, everyone. If you like XGPW, you like highlight reel, check out GSF because his highlight reel, holy shit, man. That's all I got to say.
Fantastic work.
By the way, Drew's back, everyone. Drew Gessner from 3Dub is in the house.
Thank you, man. I'm so happy to be back. I missed you guys. Max didn't miss me, but it's okay, man. We're gonna have some fun today.
And we got Katrina. What's up?
Hey.
And of course, we got the owner of EFBC, MJF Jones.
What's good, y'all? I'm here live and in color and craziest today.
So today's topic, everyone, is networking. All right, networking is really important into what we do, especially in YouTube. I mean, you want to network as much as you can. But before we talk about networking, last week, I know Drew wanted to be on the show and whatnot because it was about show producing. And also, since we got Ray Geddes over here, the highlight reel god, let's talk about a little bit of show producing. What are your what are like your guys' thoughts on show producing? Starting with Drew Gessner, how important is show producing in the EFED or CAW community?
Well, so I'm going to give a little background just real quick on myself. When I got into EFEDing, I didn't originally own 3Dub, but I took it over pretty quickly. I came off of being an audio producer straight off of a 10-year hiatus from wrestling. So I was like as far away from being an EFED producer as you could be. And it took a lot of time. It took years even to get my product where I want it to be. And I think Ray can say the same thing. We were just talking about this a little bit ago. It takes a lot of time. Do not be discouraged from time, because it will take a lot of time to do what you want to see. And be visual. Think about what you see on TV. Think about how to get from point A to point B. Think about everything in between and just try to recreate that as best as you can in the show or in the game. And it's tough. It is tough, but don't let time discourage you, and have that visual product, man. Do your best to lay out what you want to see so everybody else can see it. That's how I feel about it.
Ray, man, the highlight reel, man. So, what are your thoughts on how important is show producing in CAW and EFED? What are your thoughts, man?
Just like Drew said, it takes a little while to get where you want. I'm still, you've talked to me before. You know how I do my show for my friends for the most part. Okay. But I mean, I like for people to come in and join and see it and get more, I guess, publicity or more, so it grows. But it's not like, for me, it's not really a necessity. Okay. I do this because I like doing it. I like creating stuff. But for me, if I'm going to do something, I try to do it. I try to put all these details in the stuff with and just make it stand out, I guess, in producing. But for me, like, it's pure fun for me, just doing all this stuff. I mean, I have a good time doing it. It's just how it is.
Yeah, man. I remember when I interviewed Ray back in the XVPW podcast. I'm like, yo, like I could tell that he does it for fun and he doesn't worry about the views and the subscribers on YouTube, because he just loves creating, man. And I feel bad in a way, because the fact that I can tell how much effort you put, like, yo, why does this man like not? And he just does it for the love of it. And you know what? That's what's up, man. I totally understand. But for Christ's sake, when one show and he didn't care about subscribers and views, he got 4,000. 4,000. So that goes to show you, man. Like, if you create it, they'll watch it.
I was pretty proud of that, the graveyard or buried alive match, whatever you want. We call it graveyard match because of what happened to his father that I was telling y'all about a little while ago. Yeah. But for me, I wanted people to be able to see that, because I was pretty proud of how all that turned out. But at the same time, if it would have just been my 15 people I started out with playing a video game at my home when we were, 11, 12 years ago, 13 years ago now, I would have been fine with that too, because, they enjoy it. They get a good laugh out of it. And we pick at each other about it. So that's what it's about to me.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. All right. So let's talk about our channels, man. MJ, what do you what's to look forward to you into EFBC, any future content and all that, or what happened in your I know you did a foul mouth you did a episode last week, man. How did that go?
Yeah, so we've had our shows pick back up. I merged my rosters. I had two separate rosters initially, and I couldn't deal with the inconsistencies from the start. So I just merged my rosters, and we're doing two shows with one roster. So now everybody's just gonna be getting their shine when they get their shine. You got to work to get on TV. If you don't work, you don't get on TV. And so, man, that's how we just gonna do it. We've also did the I'm drawing a blank right now, but the Gun and Mills podcast, which I will be putting out on tomorrow for everyone. That's our new breed podcast where two of my superstars got together and just put a podcast out. And then also my own personal podcast for New Breed, which is the Scumdog 100 Airs, which we had an episode on today. Go check it out. I won't say much about it. I just say go check it out because it's got some gritty content in there for you guys.
That's what's up, man. Katrina, what's up? How you doing? How's your day?
My day is fine. I'm okay. And as for new content, I did just release an interview yesterday. That was yesterday. With wrestler Rob Horn, which was like a super cool conversation. He actually had me like really laughing, and it's hard to make me laugh. So if I'm laughing, that's a good thing. So he was really funny, really cool, super like humble, and I appreciated that. So check that out. And I also did my review on the Suicide Squad, which I actually enjoyed. So that's new stuff. And I might do probably Shazam since I just watched it and I actually enjoyed it. So that's what's coming up on my channel. What's there?
Why didn't everyone tell me that Shazam was a good movie? I'm a little bit upset by that, man.
You'll be fine though.
Drew, man, how's everything? What's up with your channel, bro?
Man, I'm feeling fantastic. Of course, I did mention on social media that we're not going to be necessarily dropping on Tuesdays anymore. I try my damnedest to make sure we drop on Tuesday, but no more release day. We're doing release week, and we are in release week for 3Dubs. So this week we will be having another takedown episode. I'm actually working on it right now, so be on the lookout for that, man. It's going to be fantastic as always.
Take that pressure off yourself, man.
Hey, right. I'll just chill a little bit, yeah.
That's right. That's a smart move. Don't have a release date.
Yeah, never have a release date till you know it's finally.
Yeah, unless you're as crazy as me.
I got tired of saying, you know what? We're gonna push it back a couple days, so I'm just gonna release week. We are in release week. 3Dub will have takedown out this week, and I'll let you know plenty of time ahead of time.
That's what's up, man. Guys, check out In Cat We Trust. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the EFBC and also subscribe to Worldwide Wrestling. Now, Ray, since he's our special guest, Ray, what's up with your channel? Any new content about to come out? A show about to come out you want to announce? Plug it in right now, man.
Oh, the show. My next show won't be out. It'll probably be October before I get everything finished. I mean, I've gotten a lot of stuff done over the summer on it, but I still got a couple matches to do here and there. Actually, I got three matches left to do.
Me too.
Yeah, 3 matches left to do, and it'll take me a little while. But once I get those 3 matches done and then commentary, we're good to go. But I'm guessing probably October, before I can get all that finished.
Nice. All right, man. Looking forward to October. That's Halloween. On Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, I'm actually working on night 3 of the Intercontinental Grand Prix Cup tournament, where each wrestler represents their country and where they're from, man. And that's actually gonna come out New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and January 2nd. I'm already working on night 3, everyone. So night 1 and night 2 is officially finished. So right now I have 3 more matches to do. Can't wait. And I guess I'll announce it here. Katrina is back in Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. She'll be joining me on commentary on night 3 of the Intercontinental Grand Prix Cup tournament, which is called Intercontinental Incident in New York City at the Hammerstein Ballroom, the Concrete Jungle. XVPW is back. And
that's good. She can give Zulite a hard time.
So today's topic, everyone, is networking, and I have actually a person who's here who's very well known for networking, man, and she knows how to fucking network. So Katrina, tell us about networking.
Threw me off. Well, I guess it depends, but I would say networking is a form of like building relationships with other people that in a way will help each other, not so much where you're like getting all the benefits. I believe it should always be a mutual type of relationship between whoever you're going to network with. If it's like something like just sharing a post or, oh, can you like read this for me and check this out for me and make sure it's like written correctly, or like you mentioned in regards to doing the chord on a green screen, and why that seems like a really little thing. That's all part of helping with like a relationship and building that with other people. So being that I have to do both for wrestling stuff and then I have to do it for my writing stuff, it's always good to just have a bunch of people like, I got this thing coming out, what can I do in exchange for you to help me with this, or et cetera, et cetera. And most times if you build a solid enough relationship with a person, they'll do it without you actually having to ask anything. After a while, it's just like, I got you. Let's help each other out kind of thing. So that's always my biggest thing, is if you're going to network somebody, make sure it's always a mutual understanding that you're both being good to each other. Don't like take advantage of somebody helping you out, because you get those sometimes of people, you help them out and then they kind of take advantage and don't really help give that, like vice versa, or return the favor or put that back in the universe. So those are like my initial thoughts of networking.
Correct, everyone. That is what networking is literally all about. Now, Katrina, do you have any personal stories or stuff that you want to share about like networking that happened to you where it benefited you, your channel, or whatever you did?
Oh yeah. The whole wrestling thing happened literally just by me networking. Everybody had to do with quarantine last year. COVID kind of messed up my creativity levels as far as my writing stuff. So I used wrestling. And literally because I happened to be one of the few women at this event I went to. And it's like, oh, you like wrestling and you podcast, join the show. And I'm like, wait, camera and cameras. I don't want to be on camera. That's weird. We can do behind the scenes stuff all day. I don't want to be in front of a camera because now I have to like worry about me like not saying certain things, whatever. But that one decision of being one of the few women at that place wound up putting me as a co-host for one show, which is called Unpopular Review. And then I wind up doing other shows where now I'm like hosting by myself type stuff, and me being able to interview wrestlers and now being able to do backstage interviews at wrestling shows literally happened from that one situation of me deciding to help somebody out at the situation. It's like, oh, you're a girl and guys like girls who like wrestling, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I guess, whatever. So I am so sorry. Somebody's passing by with a weird song. But yeah, I feel like that was probably that one incident literally has helped so much with regards to doing all the wrestling stuff I do now. And even I told you before, Richard, doing the commentary for XUPW, a lot of people thought that was like a legit like wrestling promotion. So when people asked me, and I was like, what are you
It is a legit
about?
Wrestling promotion, by the way. Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling is a legit.
Like legit. They just say, oh, where's this company? And I'm like, well, it's
like, hey, wait.
like, no, like, and just people were asking me, like, where's this company located? And I'm like, online. Like, it was hard to explain to people who didn't know what it was. So that helped in regards to people. It's like, oh, well, you do pretty well considering. And I'm like, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm used to the camera, like being and hosting stuff now, but I literally, that one relationship spawned other relationships. So now if I need to do something or if I do a favor, I'll do it really quickly. Like, sure, I got you. Could you help me out at some point? So sorry, guys. New York City sometimes,
It is.
But yeah, Katrina put it well put, man. If you're networking with, especially like very well known or, it will benefit you along that. Now, why is this important in CAW? Why is this important in EFED? Right? That's why we're here. And I'm pretty sure everybody has been in situations where they say, hey, come join my promotion. I will help you out or whatnot. And we'll collaborate, quote unquote, collaborate together to help put you on exposure. So it's always, the thing is, when the EFED
it's always the same storyline.
Yeah, it's always exposure. And you know what? Sometimes exposure doesn't really, it's not enough. Because why? Well, if a person is carbon copying whatever you're doing, you're not really getting the same thing out of it, right? Ray, do you have any experiences of networking, or you have any networking tips that help benefit GSF?
Well, I'm part of what's called Top Rank. You know, Top Rank.
Elaborate for us.
So we help each other out. Me and Nathaniel Carter and your boy Con, that you love. We help each other out. I give them tips. I'm also part of the Power Org. I help them out whenever they need help with stuff, and we do little tidbits here and there. But I do a lot of stuff by myself. I mean, you know, like I have people, you know, that share my stuff whenever I do it, and you know. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot of networking experience, I guess.
Correct. See, that's another thing, is benefiting of, hey, I love Ray Geddes' skills, and he's very well known. Put him in my show, say, hey, he gets credit, blah, 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 and there you go. You're building off that. Another way of exposure. MJ, actually, no, MJ, I'll end it with you, because I know, I have a feeling, because we're connected, I know what you're gonna say. So, Drew, any experience of networking in CAW and EFED that happened to you?
You know, like I said, I've spent a lot of time trying to perfect the production of my product, and probably too much time, because I could have used a lot more time wisely when it comes to networking over the past few years. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Over the past year or so, I've been trying to network a lot more, but I've been learning a lot more from you guys actually about this process. But there are some things that I've been involved with. I've gotten involved with some companies here and there, and it was more or less just, you know, promote each other's, a lot like we do here, but a little on a smaller scale, just promoting each other's product and helping each other get each other's name out there. And I quickly realized that it is a lot more than that. And there's a lot of little tidbits of things that guys can do back and forth with each other that will, you know, propel your product and their product a lot more. So I'm also still learning, just like Ray. But I want to say real quick, since we're on me, about this networking with EFBC and maybe the notion of cliques or circles or whatever you may want to call it. In my learnings, it comes to me that cliques and circles are created by people who think somebody is out to get them. Nobody is out to get you in EFED, okay? So, and that's not what this is all about. I think you guys can agree with that. It's not about that. We are trying to legitimize what we do, and we want to see people who are legit as well. And that's what this is all about. I wanted to touch base on that. This isn't a circle, you know. We're reaching out to anybody who wants to be, you know, have their hand out. So you show us, we'll show you. That's what it's all about.
You said something when you first started, Drew, that you said you spent too much time trying to work on your production. No, you can never spend too much time working on your production. You want to do it how you want to do it. You know, don't let nobody else tell you how to do your stuff. Okay. They can give you ideas, but don't tell them, hey, this is how you should do this, do that. No, you do it how you want to, because you, in the end, it's your vision that you're putting out there. You don't want to put somebody else's vision out there, but you want to get that right before you go into networking too. I have come to terms with that. You know, you want to get your product the way you want it before you worry about the networking side of it. If that makes sense. Okay.
No, I totally agree with you. I'm 100% happy with the path that 3Dub has taken, spending so much time on production, and then just recently reaching out to the networking, severe networking, I guess you can say. I like the path that has gone, and I suggest anybody else, like you said, you really want to work on your craft, on your visual craft, but networking will come when it needs to come, and it came at a good time for 3-Dub. So
Yeah.
All right. Now, MJ, tell us the importance of networking and your experiences with networking.
Man, I come from a background of sales. So I used to sell cars. So for me, everything is about selling myself. I have to sell myself to everybody, whether it be, I know I sometimes can come off as a brash individual. So I try to make it so, can y'all hear me? I don't know. Okay, cool. All right. So I try to make it so that when I come to talk to somebody, they can see that I'm as real as they can possibly be dealing with at this moment. They're not going to get a cupcake kind of individual. So I just want them to know that whoever they think they're dealing with, they're going to be able to trust me in this, whatever journey we're going to be embarking on. And so when I first come into things, so I'm all in. Like, if I tell you I'm going to work with you, I'm going to be all in. We're going to work, and I'm going to try my best to communicate every aspect with you. So I say all that to say that the relationship part of networking is very important. I want to know that if I'm going to work with you, that you're going to be working with me and you're going to take it as serious as me, because we all working toward a certain goal. And as long as we work into that goal, our goals is our whys, right? Like everybody say, what's your why? Like, my goal is my why. So I'm trying to push forward a goal. So if my goal was, hey, I want to reach a certain amount of viewers, what's my objective to get those viewers? What's my objective to get those subs? Like, it's a plan in place. So I go out and I talk to people based on those plans. And a lot of the times, if I wanted to merge into friendships, because I struggle as an adult making friends these days. So it's another way to make friends and to build business. And for me, it's all about building business because of that sales background. Everything, hey, ABC, always be closing, always be making cash.
I like that. I like that. So to piggyback off that, I guess, when MJ pitched me the idea of EFBC, I can already tell you right now, he messaged me and I said, yes. Boom. That's networking 101. He pitched me an idea and I was like, hey, I liked his idea because, one, I know he hit me up because, he likes Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, but not only that, but it's because he had a perfect idea, and I'm like, all right, it's not a typical, hey, let me be on your show, I'll be on your show, we'll do an invasion storyline. No, it wasn't even nothing like that. He said, hey, I have this idea, and I remember he pitched me the idea of like, it's like ESPN. I want to do something with ESPN and EFED. I'm like, oh shit, that's never been done before, and all that stuff. One, he came up to me and he kept it real. Two, I liked his idea. Three, I remember a lot of people say, hey, Drew made a post and saying, hey, we need to find a way to change like the community or like to help benefit the community, and and I'm just like, all right, I see what's happening here. How can you put it all together? Yo, I like MJ's idea. Let's roll with it. So we had, we got in the group chat with me, him, Drew, and all that stuff. Shout out to SBJ because he brought us together. And next thing you know, this is what it is: EFBC channel. It's all because of one, how MJ hit me up and we networked. We got Drew involved. Boom. And this is how it came to about. That's the importance of networking, because at the end of it all, it benefits us. But not only that, but also benefits the community of this whole highlight reel service. You know,
Max.
What's up?
Hold on, wait. It's a Max Wrestling. It's a this seems like an NWA old school territory thing. It's
Correct.
not.
A little bit. I see where he's coming from. Where Max said that. Where Max did that, because. All right. So territories. Think of replace the word territories with our federations, right?
Okay.
You know, and the title is basically our channel. All right, so Drew Helms 3Dub. I own Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, right? Ray Geddes owns GSF. You own New Breed. Together we collaborate and we put on the NWA. That's how. Okay. That's where it's coming from.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
got you.
It's like similar to how Vince technically brought all the promotions, one, because they were lacking, and two, they weren't benefiting everybody. So he the whole WWF forms, and next thing you know, I got your territory, I'll take care of your wrestlers, blah 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 blah. And there you go, the WWE or this. But to be honest, now to piggyback off MJ, it's not a thing too, because one is we're not buying your promotions. We're not making a super promotion. I remember I said that off the bat, guys. We are not doing a super promotion. We are not doing a super EFED. This is not what it is. It's a highlight reel service. That's where MJ and I can agree on is.
Yeah.
This is to benefit the community. So. Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine what you guys are seeing we're seeing with the WWE network when they're having superstar table for three.
Yeah.
All the up, down, downs, all of those shows, podcasts. It's something like that here.
All right. So similar to WWE Network, it's what we do, the panels and all that stuff, but. And also WWE Network, they showed other shows outside of WWE, like the 80s territory, the NWM, the Smoky Mountains, the ECWs, the WCWs. Think of that. That's what we're providing, because we're showing GSF matches. We're showing 3Dub matches. Whoever hands in their stuff correctly in the email, you'll get your stuff shared in our channel to help promote and grow your channel. That's the benefits of the whole EFBC, which is why networking, ladies and gentlemen, this is networking 101.
I think it's cool because everybody right here has the same common goal as all of the viewers do, at least most of them, the ones that want to legitimize their feds. We all have the same common goal. So we're just helping you guys with the stuff that we've learned along the way, really.
And that's the reason why, I believe that's why Ray got to send us his stuff. You know what, Ray? I'm going to ask you. When I ask you or pitch you the EFBC channel, what was going on through your mind, and why did you agree to send me your clips through here?
Well, you know, for a little bit for exposure, but at the same time, I wanted people to be able to see that, and then they can come to me and ask me, "Hey, how'd you do this?" And then I can help if somebody else wants to do something like that too. Same thing. You know, helping's in my nature. Okay, I like to help if I can, and you know, if somebody wants to do something like that, then they can come to me. I've done that particular thing. You know, if you want to do something similar to that, I have a little bit of knowledge on it now. I'm able to help you. So I just saw it as a way to help. But I also get a little bit of exposure to my own channel when I upload or sent you the Buried Alive match, but you'd comment on it, and you said more people should see that. So I said, all right, well, I'll put it on there, and they can, you know, more people can see it. So
see,
inspiration.
Exactly. So I'm gonna tell you a little. Okay, so my experience of networking and how it benefits Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling and also benefits EFBC. And I'm a very outgoing person, and I always thought of wrestling as one big networking circle, because one where everybody technically knows each other in pro wrestling, especially in EFED. I mean, I remember when certain people shut down their promotions and all that stuff, and I would see them in other group chats or in other groups and all that stuff. I'm like, wow, everybody knows each other. I'm pretty sure, Ray, you and I know the same exact circle because we've been there from the Call All-Stars to the COHs to the Eldorados, and now here we see 3Dub, New Breed. Everybody knows Jody Kidd because I'm pretty sure he's in everybody's promotion, right? Everybody has their own Jody Kidd or his 10 different 10 different accounts and all that stuff. But he's very well known, and that's one big person who's a networker. You know, when you're going to different like promotions, you're technically networking, right? Mm-hmm. In Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, outside of CAW, I'll tell the very short story. There was not supposed to be a season 2 of Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. It was supposed to be a one and done, but all my friends said, yo, we should do another season 2. I'm like, all right, fine, we'll do a season 2. So, but I did it in my own terms where, you know, outside of CAW, I want to get to know the industry more. So I have a DSLR. I have all these cameras, which I bought for XVPW, but I remember when I bought this camera, I was like, I'm going to use this for other stuff too. So next thing you know, I hit my local indie scene, which is Capital Wrestling. I went to the first event and I took pictures. And next thing you know, I shared the pictures everywhere. And the owner of Capital Wrestling hit me up and say, hey, I love these pictures. You should come work for me. Boom. I said, yes. I got my foot in the door and I took pictures for Capital Wrestling. But also while in Capital Wrestling, I was hitting other people. I was like learning the ins and outs of indie wrestling or the ins and outs of professional wrestling or independent wrestling. I was learning how to book, how to do TV, and all that stuff. I was like digging to the brain of Matthew Ryan, the owner of Capital Wrestling. I was like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you book a show? How do you do this? How do you know, so I can put it into my show. Whatever I learned from one place, I'll integrate into another place. So the fact that I was able to learn in Capital Wrestling, but also, so of course I did other stuff too, right? I was talking to the wrestlers. I was talking to this. I was talking to that. I was giving my ex-VPW channel, yo, I got to get those subs, man, while doing that too. So, and that's how I got those shout-outs, right? Those ex-VPW shout-outs, the Tommy Dreamers, the Sunny Kiss, all those. Why? Because I went to their show. I got my foot in the door. Also, because I don't have to pay their fee, their general admission fee. You know, I was a photographer and all that stuff. So that was a way of networking, right? Like another example, how Katrina, I got you into CAW. I got you into EFBC. Why? Because, yo, we need a woman who's very knowledgeable in what she does and all that stuff. I got my girl. I got her, you know, now she's in, and the fact that she was an ex-VPW and all that stuff, boom, look at that. The powers of networking, right? It helps everybody along the way. Now, the wrong way, so since we're talking about the positivities of networking, the wrong way of networking the wrong ways, hey, come join my show in CAW, and yeah, then I'll ghost you after our first episode. You know, I'm pretty sure we experienced all of that. Ray, have you ever had bad experiences of networking with the wrong people?
Well, yes and no. I mean, everything, but I look at everything as a learning experience anyway. And but I had some bad experience. I don't care to like go and join everything and say everything out loud. But yeah, I've had some bad experiences with networking, but there's also been more. The good has outweighed the bad, so it's a plus. You want to network. You want to try to get your name out there, and you want to try to help as much as possible.
Correct. Katrina, you ever had bad experiences of networking with the wrong people?
Yeah, of course, but it's more so because, I mean, I try to help people sometimes a lot more than I probably should. And so usually I get the people who take advantage of that. So I've had those experiences where I like went out of my way, which again, I have no problem helping anybody if I can help them, because I've had people help me along the way, teach me something I didn't know, or like lend a hand when I needed it. So I have no problem helping, but you do get people who take advantage of that, because I'm usually saying, yeah, I got you, I'll help you. And then you got people who take advantage of that. So Now I try to be a little bit more stern about that. Like, no, I can't. Or I would say it's okay to say no sometimes. Like you're not a terrible person for telling a person no if that person takes advantage. And you'll know there'll be things that you've noticed that this person probably don't have like your best interests while you're doing this for them. So I don't want to like personally call out certain experiences, not to make anybody feel away or anything, but I've had those situations where I'm like, yeah, I kind of gotta take a step back or remove myself from the situation.
All right, Drew. You have any bad experiences of networking with the wrong people? I'm laughing because I know Drew probably had a couple experiences.
I'm thinking of one right off the bat.
So kick it off, Drew.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, over when you've been doing it for 5+ years, almost 7 years, you're bound to have some bad experiences with other feds, and it just, I don't know. I don't really want to go into too much detail, but yeah, of course, man. And the best advice that I can give you, and Katrina said it, you're gonna know. And if you really pay attention, you'll know quickly. So if you're going to be trying to work with somebody, just make sure, Max, you told me this a long time ago, make sure you know who you're talking with and you know what they're about. And again, you'll find out quickly. So, my best advice is just keep doing you, power through with your vision. Don't change your vision. Ray said it earlier. Don't let nobody influence you to change your vision. Yeah, you could definitely go through some bullshit, but it's part of the game, man. It's part of it. So just learning how to overcome dumb situations like that will help you grow. That's for sure.
And MJ, man, your experiences of bad networking with the wrong people.
I won't say it's experiences, because I'm like I said, I'm pretty like much a kind of tough, hard-nosed, straightforward type person. So I'll nip once I see a red flag, I'm like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. So one of the things that I'll say is it's a lot of things that I noticed and I see that people should not do. And that's you're going in, like you said, going in there, you're trying to say, hey, we're going to do this, but then you show up and then the next week you're gone. Or when you come in the door, you're sitting there, you're talking about trying to formulate a invasion angle, but the whole time you're just sitting there trying to poach and talk to their talent and just to get them to come over to your brand. That's not a ideal, process either. I've seen where, some guys will come in trying to learn the system and try and use it as a carbon copy for their system. I mean, that's fine and all, but what happens when you don't really know the complete ins and outs of how that stuff is done, or when you find out that it's a way lot more work than you're really able or capable of doing, because a lot of this stuff is a whole lot of work. I mean, I came into this watching I forget the Brendan Plays and guys like that over on YouTube, and seeing some of the stuff that they did with some of the storylines, I was kind of amazed. But then I get over here and I'm doing it myself and I'm like, damn, I don't want to keep running the same storyline in my head. So I know it takes a whole lot more creativity. I can't just half-ass it. So I got to spend a whole lot more time writing, going back and looking at what I've done in the past to research and make sure I'm not doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So it's guys that's not just, they're seeing it and they're trying to mimic it, but not realizing that the work is a whole lot more tedious than it looks.
Yeah, and I want to touch on that also with networking with talent. I have to give it to the talent over the past couple of years, because the talent have grown a lot over the past couple of seasons, at least in 3Dub, and they've started to understand the ins and outs a little bit and the process of what it takes to get shows done, what it means when this guy's doing something. You know, there's always a storyline connected, and there's intertwining all this and that. I personally have to give it up to the talent, because 3Dub has gone through some things with networking with talent, and it's definitely helped shape us who we are today. But and we've learned a lot, and so have the talent. So hats off to the talent. There's still a lot to learn on both ends. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nice. So, I remember I didn't start networking or hitting other people up till probably last year. Basically like last year and whatnot. Technically, the only partnership I ever did, to be honest, outside of me working with River Region and Lit, which was basically 3 or 4 months ago. I had never put in all my effort till I started to join the EFBC. Ex-VPW success was the first 6 years or 5 years. I was literally just working by myself. Yes, I was I was in those Facebook groups and whatnot, like the car shoot, all the random group chats that people just message me in without. No, I'm pretty sure everybody experienced that, right? I'm in so many EFED group chats that people put me in. I do not know why I'm that special, but whatever. But I never started networking till I joined EFBC. There's specific reasons why, because I saw the toxicity of this community. And it's not good. It's not good. For people who want to know what I'm talking about, man, check out the latest Jamco. Well, not the latest Jamco, but the Jamco episode with Travis Sparks, the owner of COH. Because I never got a chance to hit up Travis, but his mentality and my mentality were so alike. But he got the bad end of the stick because he networked with the wrong people that he just end up saying, hey, F this, I'm done, And I seen it, man. And you don't want to network with the bad people because they will influence you on how to, one, change your booking, which you don't want to do. They're gonna tell you how to run your show. They're gonna tell you who to sign, who not to sign. They're gonna tell you, oh, I don't like this person because this person's opinion. Well, you know what? You should make him lose in the next episode, and that's what happens, man. And
I'm not gonna work. Yeah.
Don't listen to anybody else.
Yeah, exactly, man. Because one person's opinion is not gonna change the fact that how you know a person. A person can tell me, hey, don't F with Ray Geddes. He's bad. He's a bad person. Well, I don't know that. I know Ray. Him and I have been cool for so long. Or, I don't want to sign to ex-VPW and whatnot because I don't like the way he's chilling with Drew on this EFBC channel. And I'm like, well, Drew benefits off me the same way I benefit off Drew. We know each other. We share the same exact talent. I don't like the way MJ likes AEW. He's a big AEW fan. Well, I don't care if he likes AEW. Him and I, it's exactly like that, man. Because if you network opinions and all that stuff, well, getting another person, know your people, know how you help benefit off each other. Because outside of the time, I don't care. I like Avatar: The Last Airbender, the M. Night Shyamalan version. I get a lot of hate for it. I don't give a fuck. But here I am. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen all the time. It happens every single time, man. And you gotta learn how to network with the right people.
I think another thing is guys gotta learn how to separate the idea of getting goals accomplished and their feelings for people. We're going to get our goals accomplished right off the bat. Let's get these goals accomplished. And then later on, we could talk about what that M. Night Shyamalan and WWE and AEW. We could talk about that later, but let's get this business done.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, man.
Something that Max was saying there, someone tells you, hey, don't work with him because such and such and such and such. Don't go by somebody else's opinion on somebody else, okay? If they've got a bad opinion of them, they come to you, oh, such and such did this, don't work with him. don't listen to them. Go and talk to the person and find out for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because somebody's opinion of them might be totally different than what you see when you go to talk to them.
That's the one thing that a lot of people need to understand is that communication and EFED is so crucial in every situation. Whether you're talking owner to talent, talent to talent, owner to owner, all of it is so crucial. Talk to somebody, figure them out for themselves. Don't go by the hearsay.
Yeah, man. You know, and I would always say, I always say, when a person tells me, I say, thank you for letting me know. That's all I say after that. Like, thank you for letting me know. But I'm still gonna talk to the person, or if that person didn't do me wrong and all that stuff, and I see him benefiting off my channel and I'm benefiting off his whatever he got to do, boom. Well, he had a bad experience with you, but he didn't have a bad experience with me. I signed people, that stuff. Like example, Zoolite, right? Of course, he had a bad taste in NEW, in New Era Wrestling. Why? Because his booking and whatever. But he never had a bad experience with me. He's always been loyal to me, and all that stuff. So whatever, it's not okay. I'll take the fault for whatever I did with Zoolite and all that stuff, for airing all that stuff out. But hey, like we're still cool. I'm still cool with Corey. I'm still cool with Rob. I'm still cool with all those guys from World's Most Wanted. All right, there you go. I mean, what happens?
That's important.
Zoolite's a good guy. He did some promo work for me a while back. He's a good guy and was more than willing to help me out. I was in a jam. I said, "Hey man, I like your voice. You fit the character's voice. That he's not going to be able to do this for just a little while, but I still need a promo from him." He sent me the promo, what he wants to say. So I sent it to him. He did the promo, and we were still on track with that character because of him. So I really appreciated his help with that.
The thing with so for all the people who is in YouTube and all that stuff, the reason why networking is very important is because YouTubing in general, if you really want to grow, you got to collab, right? If you look at all the famous very popular channels outside of what we do, you see a lot of collabs, especially in the gaming community, because one streamer is gonna appear on another guy's stream. The other guy's stream is going to appear on this person's stream. And together, they get the same fans, and they're going to be like, hey, I like this guy's channel. Well, I'm going to go check out that guy's channel now. The same thing what we're doing now.
And it's magic.
If I tell you, hey, subscribe to GSF, boom. So maybe a person who's in GSF's channel is watching this right now. Oh, I like this. Boom. All right. That's the importance of collabing, especially in YouTubing.
Well, the only thing you've got here, it ain't like, well, you can run a commercial, but it ain't like you can go on TV. You've got word of mouth. Okay, that's what you've got. That's your primary networking for what we're doing here. I mean, it's not like I can go run a commercial for GSF on TV or something. I mean, I guess I could, but it would cost me lots of money, I imagine, for doing that. But
Correct. I mean, airing a 30-minute commercial, baby, that's $45. That's $45. But if you're gonna repeat it, then we got another $45. You might as well give me you want a 1 minute of our TV time. All right. I mean, that's how it is, man. There's like tiers and all that stuff, especially in indie wrestling. Well, we're gonna air you out. Do you want just voice or do you want audio? Well, oh, it's both visual and audio? Okay, that's an extra like $50 right there, man. Yeah, I seen it, man. This is like YouTubing is very a lot of people don't know that, but YouTubing, especially in what we do, we want to grow. I remember, guys, you remember the first week of getting our first 100? The first 100 subscribers, we were sharing the shit out of this. Cause why? We had our own goal. We had a goal. We
100.
We had to go to 100, man, and now we promise
now
everybody.
Now it's 200. Get to it.
Yeah,
Get to the 200.
We promise everybody, hey, if we're gonna do this, we gotta be consistent on just doing this. The panel is what's gonna help everybody along the year.
It's gonna help everybody. Damn, we got 116 views from the episode 3 one. So, that shit goes a long way.
Yeah, man.
And I love this shit now.
I
wasn't all in when I first got in. I was like, hey, I want to get in. YouTube. How can I make some extra cash? How can I make an extra hustle? Like everything's a hustle to me. Like that's how I think. Everything has got to be a hustle for me. What can I get? How can I make some extra change? Even if it's like a nickel or a dime here, how can we, generate some extra revenue? And that's my only goals in life. It's just like, I want to find a way to make money off shit.
As Katrina would say, you got to get those coins.
Right.
Right, Katrina? Nice. I think your mic is muted. There you go.
I do say that often.
Yeah, get your coins.
About that.
All right, guys, we have like the last 20 minutes or something so left. So if you have any questions right now for Ray Geddes or what we're talking about, put them in the comment section down below so we can just respond off that. I got a question for Ray, man.
Go ahead.
Ray, so with highlight reel and everything that you do, all right? Do you, what is basically your end goal for GSF? Like, do you have like a specific goal or in mind that you want to achieve? Because I felt like you've done it all, but yeah.
I honestly don't have an end goal. I mean, I'll keep doing this as long as, like I said before, I do this with the friends that I started out doing this with back at my home. Just playing video games and us doing some storylines with Story Designer back in 2000. I don't know. Well, it was even before they had Story Designer, we was doing them, but 2007, 2008 when that started. And then we did it for a few years. And then I went to Community Creations when they had Story Designer for it. But as long as those guys are interested and are partaking in it, and I'm enjoying creating stuff that's not in the game. Okay, I like doing stuff that's not in the game, just like the Buried Alive match. Just like I showed you that little clip the other day, Max, the guy that'll be on the episode 8. Stuff like that. I enjoy doing stuff that's not in the game and trying to make it look as authentic as possible. And as long as people are enjoying that, I'll keep doing it. As long as I'm enjoying it and they keep doing it. So I don't really have an end goal for that.
Do you have a fear of what's gonna happen in 2K22 like I do?
I imagine it's gonna be probably another 2K20. That's what my fear is.
Especially with like these new games announced, like the AEW game, the Wrestle Code and all that stuff. I'm just like fearing of like, man,
2K's got to step it up. They got to step up.
Yeah.
They got to step up.
Well, I know that they switched when they went to 2K20. The highlight reel times were way down. It was like,
an extra 10 seconds, minus 10 seconds,
8, 9, 10 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, they need to increase the highlight reel time.
Hell yeah.
If they'd increase it to a minute or something.
Oh man, if they did a minute, I would probably I'll be so hyped. I'll probably cry. I don't know.
I'd do a lot more of it if they increased it. That's for sure.
Yo, to be honest,
I'd really do a period if they increased it.
Yo, to be honest, like I knew about the glitches. I was like, all right, but I'm gonna still purchase this fucking game just because of highlight reel. I can deal with the glitches. I can mess around with it. I could probably edit it along the way. But the minute I did highlight reel and I saw that time, I'm like,
it's like
fuck
8
this.
seconds.
Look, I can't do nothing with 8 seconds. I can't get jiggy with this shit. What the fuck?
Get jiggy with this?
I can't get jiggy with this, man. What the hell?
Hey, every now and then you'll get a little golden nugget, and it'll be like 13 seconds, and you're like, oh, yes.
I think I messaged Ray, 7 seconds? I can't do nothing with this. A suplex doesn't even do 8 seconds, man.
Well, I elected not to get it when I saw that first glitch come out. It was a referee and Charlotte Flair as a woman's match. Do y'all remember that?
Yes.
That glitch?
Yeah.
And I decided, man, I ain't getting that. But I found the glitch hilarious. Okay, but I said, man, I ain't getting that crap.
All right, so we got a question. I know what he means by this. It says, how do you feel about trying to get several episodes in the can? He means by storing some and then putting them out.
Oh, okay. I know what he's okay. That's actually a good one.
Question. He actually clarified what he meant.
Yeah.
All right, what did he say? If you primarily live stream, this question kind of moot. But does anybody pre-record episodes, sometimes several episodes ahead of time, or does? Yes. Okay, that's what I do. That's what I personally do, actually. Drew actually knows what I'm talking about. So I did One Night Delight episodes, right? I would do like 6 or like 4. Those are already made. Then after I premiere an XVPW show, I would break the matches apart, right? So let's say if I premiered one episode, which kickstarted on April 1st, right? And I have 4 matches, so after I premiered the episode, I have 4 weeks of content already, which is the 4 matches. So while those 4 matches are happening, I already have the One Night Delight matches already. So at least I have 2 months of content. So while what am I doing those 2 months? I'm editing. I'm editing the next show, and all that stuff, or the next matches happening. I'm already doing it now, actually. When I mentioned the Intercontinental Grand Prix Cup, or how Ray said he has a show in October and all that stuff. Well, I'm actually working on a match that's gonna have 3 shows happening on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and January 2nd, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And those night 1, night 2 are 2 matches, and night 3 are 4 matches. So I have 2 weeks, then another 2 weeks, then there you go. I guess I answer your questions, but it's good to have content already made for your show, so you're prepared for the next show about to happen. So there you go. That's
it makes commentary easy.
Yeah.
One of the things for me, I don't really go too far ahead unless it's a pay-per-view week for me, because I'm doing so much. I'm doing 2 shows a week personally, so I'll record a show, chop it up, record the next one, chop it up, and then if it's a weekend where I don't have a pay-per-view, I'll rest that weekend and then do it all over again.
And to be honest, MAX Wrestling, it's also good that you're doing that, so you have consistent episodes already to be produced and to be special premiered. Katrina, I know you do that because you do your interviews with wrestlers, correct? And you would promote our special premiere, a scheduled premiere ahead of time. So while you're doing that, that's happening, you're already working on your next week or your next month episode, correct?
Yeah, because sometimes I record like several interviews in 1 week, and if they have like a show coming on, then I have to make sure I have that interview before the show, because I like to promote their stuff as I'll promote whatever show if you want me to do that. So, but a lot of times I will have like weeks, and I'm like, okay, I'll have it out this week. Or, if the person takes a bit time to give me like social media, because I like to have that information before it goes live, then it might mess up my schedule a bit. But yeah, I usually have it like already just waiting to go live.
Like, I can't wait. I can't wait when I drop this freaking fucking Intercontinental Grand Prix Cup on fucking January, or because it's gonna be funny, because I'm a scheduled premiere it, and it's like, god damn. Now I gotta wait 3 months till this thing debuts. Oh, well, at least now I have the One Night Delight shows that will help promote the Intercontinental Grand Prix Cup on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and January 2nd. Right. Because that's the whole point that I'm doing this now. I want to get it out of the way, so now I can work on the episodes promoting that fucking tournament.
At the end. And now he's working on the filler.
Yes, exactly. And I will fucking heavenly plug that in every time I do when I'm doing this damn panel. You'll see.
So I'm probably the only one that doesn't vault anything, and that's because we really tried to take pride in having a consistent show every week or every 2 weeks, and our writing reflects that. So if something's happening in between shows, we change things as we go. into the next. So we rarely have 3Dub rarely has things in the vault, in the holster, so to say, unless it's a pay-per-view. I do work on pay-per-views ahead of time.
If I were you, Drew, I would literally break up the matches and do after you do the show, break up the matches and put them on weekly or daily.
Yeah.
If you have, because you have like 10 or 8 matches per episode. Now you have 8 days of content separated.
For that weekday, you ain't got no content.
Yeah, I would do that. And plus, it gets more people to. If a person can't watch their full show, there's one match that always gets a lot of views, and I'm like, I wonder if this person goes back and watches his match, because I'm pretty sure he does. You know.
That's interesting too. Yeah.
Yeah, because
that's why I do those little intro videos in between my shows to kind of get some more content in there for people to see.
Yeah.
Basically, hey, don't forget about GSF when I'm doing it. You know, because I take so long in between shows.
Yeah.
That if I did the whole, hey, let's do a few episodes in advance, it might be years before I get something
content. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly,
So,
man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's why I break up the matches, because me and Ray are in the same boat where it takes us months to do another show. So at least enough I break up the matches, especially if I do these live streams and all that stuff that's not technically like call EFET or call related. I would do like a live stream just to say, hey guys, here's a little update. But breaking up the matches, I feel will help so much, especially for a person who wants to look back into their match and see what happened. Like, I'm pretty sure Noah Youngblood's look at his matches, because holy snap, this. Yeah, I would love a view on that specific show. But if you're gonna go back to the match, cool. I like that. You know, you get to see yourself shine, and you don't have to look back into a show. But that's something that I always like to do. You know, just because you need content. Content is most importantly in YouTube. You know, that's why we do this whole match of the highlight of the day, match of the day, you know, because that's what we're about.
Out some promos that I just catch from just visiting other places. So if I just catch something that, hey, I like that a little, I'll try to pump that out as well, just to give some superstars their shine.
We got MWN. Mikey Truth is in the house. That's what's up. Respect to Ray Geddes. Salute, gang. The uploaded editing overlaps by some prep time. Yeah, that's true.
How's it going, Mikey?
If you guys don't know Mikey Truth, he's very well known in the call scene. I know that for sure, but I know he's doing his independent wrestling thing now. So that's what's up, man. Really, a future star in the making. Noah Youngblood's in the house. You can't eat an elephant whole. You got to take it in small bites. All right.
I've never tried to eat an elephant.
And I don't know what elephant tastes like, but man.
Imagine it's tough to eat. I'd imagine.
But yeah, man. You know what? We're almost up to the closing, so let's look at the comments, see what's this all about. If you guys have any questions for Ray Geddes or any of us, put in the comment section down below. We'll most definitely respond to them. Oh, Zulek was in the house. That's what's up. Zulek calls you a good dude, Ray. You're a good dude, man.
It's official.
I like him. I appreciate him helping me out a while back.
That's what's up, man. All right, so I guess
now, Ray. In terms of like when you're writing, are you spending time, or are you just sitting there just plotting out stuff for every single one of your superstars?
Yeah, and I plotted out from one FPV to another, free preview. If anybody missed that, well, that's what I call it, free preview. But yeah, I plotted out from one FPV to another. Okay. Because if I plot it out any longer than that, like I said, it's going to be years before I get to it. And typically, like I said, I run about every 6 months. So I'll have 3 episodes and then my FPV. I did 4 at one time, but it was like it just drug on so long. So I just do three show episodes, and then I have my FPV. So that takes 2 years. That's 4 shows. That's
Damn.
2 years. Yeah. So
What's crazy is I already have booking for like the next Extreme Nonstop Wrestling Show is episode 4. Then I already have a booking for the return of Best Effin' Show, which is the 3rd season. So it's like I have all of this written down, ready. I got everybody's promos, and I still haven't worked on the matches yet because I'm still doing this tournament. So I have like basically a year of booking that I want to create already. Like, don't you guys hate that already? Like when you have something already set in stone and you just want to work on it, but you're still stuck. Like I wish I had like 10, like you know that Naruto Jitsu where he clones himself into 20 different like freaking Narutos. I would love to have that Jitsu just so I can work on this. That means I would need like probably 5 PlayStations or some shit like that.
be like that movie Multiplicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the catch-22 of long-term storytelling, because we're already talking about the big event 7, and you're like, I just want to get there.
Just want to get there already.
Forget everything else. We're just gonna do that.
Oh my god. But you know what? We can start closing it out, ladies and gentlemen. So, Katrina, you want to plug in your stuff? You have any closing messages?
Closing messages, I would just say again, just let relationships you build with people, don't be a douche canoe, don't be that person. be a good person, when you're making relationships with other people. Don't be that person that you get the DMs, the group messages like, ooh, do you believe whoever is such and such, or this MF here, that type. You want to be that person in the group chats, okay? So that's my closing message. As far as anything, just again, I did review the Suicide Squad, so check that out. I also have an interview with Rob Horan, who's an indie wrestler in like Florida, Louisiana area, and that was a really cool interview. And we actually talked about DC a bit in that interview, so that was pretty cool. And I do have a couple more interviews coming up, so that should be there in a few weeks.
That's what's up. And she's back in Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. She'll be doing commentary with me, so just kind of looking forward to that. Oh, No Youngblood has a question over here. Any advice for someone doing a one-off show? A one-off show.
Marquee your matches and promote those marquee matches for sure. That would be the first thing that I would be doing.
A one-off show, man.
I seen a couple of channels that have that one-off show, to be honest. I seen a couple. MJ, you have any
Take your time on it. If it's just a one-off show, take your time. Make it how you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Time is a very valuable thing and a good subtopic of this one.
Try your best to bring that vision to life.
If it's legit a one-off show, that means a first impression heavily matters, man. Yes. Because this is your one-off show. So make sure that first impression of that show really matters and what you want to be. If you have a vision for that show, make sure you tell it in that show, so the comments and all that stuff reflects on that. Example, Ray Geddes is buried alive or graveyard match. I'm pretty sure that reaction that he got was the one that really mattered because that's what he visioned, So yeah, I mean, make it good, and if it reached the goal that you wanted to reach, that's the big payoff, man. Especially
like you said, first impression matters with that, because first impression is the last impression of this one-off show.
Mm-hmm.
So
I seen YouTube channels, calls that have legit one show, and it's like a yearly show. They do yearly shows, and it was cool. I mean, looking for movement. I mean, goddamn, those guys, they do like what, one show or like 2 shows a year or something. That's crazy. Man. Yeah, but they have stuff like they also have other consistent products and all that stuff that they show.
they have a bunch of people helping out on their shows.
Yeah.
Too. It isn't just one or two people putting the stuff together. It's several different people putting stuff together. I do like the fact that they use sound effects.
Yeah.
They don't use any of the in-game.
Yeah, they don't do
effects.
none of that.
Yeah, I do like that.
You created your own little sound effect, man.
Wait,
you did the little thingy.
so they created their own sound effects?
Yeah.
Yes.
Their own follies.
Ray makes his own show sound effects where you do a little thing and you just
Oh man, I thought you meant like bang pow, like even the punches.
Yeah,
they do all that.
Yeah, they do all that.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Walking, you can hear if say a woman walks through the hallway with high heels on, you can hear the high heels clicking.
Yeah,
she's walking.
There's a show that I watch on Rock's Wrestling, Nemo versus Ezra, and the knee slaps and all that stuff. Like I remember, like, what's the sound effect? Because that's when you know you're a big mark for WWE 2K, when you know that that's not the sound effect that's supposed to happen. You'd be like, how did that happen? Yeah, man. I just wanted to do my own little sound effect. I never did that yet. Like, for example, when a person's on a submission hold, right? And you want to do the little scream, I want to do that. You know what? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Be sure that when you watch the next one of that, I will do something like, you'd be like, oh shit, little sound effect. Like, I want, or something, or maybe I'll get my own wrestlers to do it. Hey, Scott Adams, you're in submission. Give me some growling noises. I'll message him on Facebook.
Oh, that'd be cool.
If you need sound effects, there's all kinds of sound effects you can look up on YouTube. You can just type in sound effects on Google, and there's a plethora of places that you can go and download free sound effects.
YouTube Audio has their own little sound effects too. If you guys want free shit, like YouTube Audio does that outside of music, like royalty-free music, which is very important, by the way, because you don't want to get muted. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about that shit. Little entrances, music, and all that stuff. You don't get copyrighted. But YouTube Audio, check it out, man. It will help you a lot. I know I do my own chants in XVPW. I remember telling people, hey, can you say best effing show chant? Because that really mattered to me, because the other XVPW show is called best effing show. And I was like, hey, say best effing show. And they were chanting best effing show. So you can hear it in the chants. Because I was like, that's what I want. Those natural chants. Because the audience plays a big part in wrestling, right? I'm pretty sure Drew will love a chant that says 3 dub.
I would like, man.
I actually recorded some. Well, I told y'all guys I went to a WWE show last night. I actually recorded some audio while I was there.
Smart man. Smart fucking man. I remember when me and Katrina went to the Ring of Honor show. We legit went to the Hammerstein Ballroom. I say, hey, we got to go to the Hammerstein Ballroom. And I took footage of the Hammerstein Ballroom and all that stuff, because it was for the pay-per-view money shot. And I used audio, I used graphics from New York City to promote it, and that's cool. Yeah, those little stuff matters, because you want to talk about that journey, how you got to that. Remember of making a show. Ray probably understands the whole making of a show and the journey you got to making that show. So you can tell those little war stories of how you got to that show, how you got to that end goal. It's fun. It's a fun little thing, But yeah, Drew, do you have any plugins you want to say, and plugins that you want to? Yeah, man, just plug.
Yeah, of course. I talked about Takedown coming this week. Again, I'll give you plenty of time to make sure to get there and watch that. There's going to be a couple more takedowns coming up. We got a couple more pay-per-views. We're rounding the end of the season, but that's okay, because we got a lot of big things planned for next season. We're going to be changing a few things. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to take a time here to kind of first get this information out there that we are going to be looking for a couple of things in 3-Dub next season to go along with these changes. And those are going to be some more writers as well as another producer or two. So if anybody out there is interested in this, of course, you're going to have to give me some stuff first. I'm not just going to hire blindly. But if, throw me some stuff, show me your work, and let me see what you can do. And maybe you can come aboard 3Dub and help us make these products, man.
Katrina would like to write
Hey.
for. Because I know she was like, hey, I want to watch some storylines. So.
I did say
I'm definitely.
I would love to write
definitely,
storylines for like WWE one day. That's like a dream goal of mine to make.
absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
I got a story for you, Drew.
I can't do worse than what they're doing right now. So.
Okay.
You ain't lying.
I have this one. I legit have this one storyline that I want to do in XPPW, but I know it's never gonna happen because I really legit want like 4 people in this, but they have to be official. Like, it's like the perfect fucking like love story that I want to tell. But I was like, I can't do it in XPPW yet because I need 4 people. I've been torturing Katrina with this freaking
A love story.
Yes. All right.
Gender.
So here,
Hey, all types of stories.
So-
all
so-
types of stories.
So all right. You know what? I will pitch it here because maybe I want to see this and like somebody tell the story. And maybe, you know what, Ray Geddes, if you want to take this idea, do it. I don't care. So here's my idea, right? So there's this guy named Tommy Strong, right? And the manager is Gina Hart. So, right? So, and there's a heel named Chad Furious. Okay? So imagine this, right? Imagine this. Tommy, I'm sorry, but you lost the Intercontinental Championship because of me. I'm just distracting you right now. Gina, well, you know what? Even though I lost the Intercontinental Championship, I'm never gonna lose you. But Tommy, you are gonna lose me because right now, I don't want to distract you from your dreams. So I talked to the ex-VPW president, and well, I still want to have a job here, so I'm managing Chad Furious. No, Gina! How could you? He's a
Chad Furious.
like Furious Heart, Love Heart, like, you know, it's like those, like,
Got it.
I want to tell that perfect. And you know where I got this idea from, to be honest? Where I got this perfect? You know the song Bon
Days of Our
Jovi?
Lives?
No, you know Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer?
Oh yeah.
Tommy used to work on the docks, right? So
I see
Tommy
you now.
quit being
Singing that song.
yes. So Tommy quit being a boat fisherman to become a pro wrestler. Gina used to work in the diner all day. Gina quit being a waiter to help Tommy achieve his dreams of becoming a pro wrestler. So that's my idea of all of this. Like, and you can't tell me that Living on a Prayer is such a good, perfect babyface song for a wrestler. Like,
You gotta have that song in the background every time you're telling the story.
that's his fucking entrance music, by the way. That's Tommy Strong's entrance music.
That's his theme? All right.
Yeah, you can, like, if you listen to it, right? You know what? I don't care. I will play this song.
I'm with you.
Like,
I'm with you. I used to work down on the docks with Johnny or Tommy.
his name is Tommy Strong, damn it.
That got me tripping over here because I like that song a lot, and I'm jamming in my head like, what the?
Like, you can't tell me that this is like the perfect freaking song for
I
like
understand why y'all woo, because man,
Dude,
that
we
makes me
lost
woo.
our guest. We lost our guest because of the love story.
Wait, oh yeah, he really is gone. What happened?
Oh, he's gone? Oh
He's
shit.
not on the screen.
He said, "Oh hell no."
No, you know what he's probably doing? He's probably making this thing,
He's
this
probably
story
writing
right
it
now.
down.
He's like, what? I love this idea. I'm gonna do this right now. He's gonna create Tommy Strong, Gina Love. Look at
He's
this.
like, Tommy's got the names down.
What? Making his way. Weighing 190 pounds from Newark, New Jersey, Tommy Strong.
Oh man.
Tommy used to work on the docks.
Oh man. I told you guys we were gonna have fun today.
Yo, I want this story, yo. I want this story to be
I told
told.
you, if you actually do that, you just need to do it a little separate, like have it like a serial episode. Not dramatic. Let it end on like a really dramatic note every week.
Yeah, man. Anyways, guys, we are out. Oh, MJ, you have any plugins you want to do, man?
Oh yeah, this Sunday we got SummerSlam Wrestle Olympics going on during SummerSlam, so you can watch us while you watch SummerSlam. That's right.
Who said we're watching SummerSlam, bro? We're watching New Breed. I don't want to hear that.
I mean, y'all just put that shit on mute because I'm gonna be doing my thing over here. Like, yo, but yeah, we got episodes 159 and 160 on Tuesday and Thursday. 161 is Sunday. Man, talk about flying through some shows.
Oh man, that's what's up. But yeah, make sure to catch us next Sunday. Oh well, you know what? He's back. Wait, Ray Geddes.
I guess he finished creating a storyline.
It's done. That was quick.
Ray, you got out, man.
You had most of it wrote for him already, so all you had to do was just type it up real quick.
we were telling the others that, oh damn, Ray left because of my storyline that I wanted to tell.
No, my power flickered. It's storming here. It's starting to storm, and power flickered, and everything went off for a second, and then it came back on. I had to wait for the.
Where are you from, by the way, again?
North Carolina.
Oh, come on,
you sound like a Texan, man.
North Carolina, come on and raise up, take your shirt off. You know, y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know that.
Oh yeah,
Pablo.
Petey Pablo, of course.
Petey Pablo.
That might have been the only song he ever released, maybe.
I think it is.
He also has Blow Your Whistle.
Yes, that is true as well, MJ. You're correct.
I know a lot of Petey Pablo songs. Please forgive me.
Ray, can you sing a Petey Pablo song right now?
Oh,
The North Carolina one.
All right. Let me hear you, Ray. Let me hear you say the North Carolina one.
No.
No, it's like super
very firm.
Yeah, you heard every syllable.
I like the no. Oh, this is great. Ray, do you have any plugins for your show that you want to update and tell people on?
Aside from October, be looking for episode 8 to come out.
All right, October 8th, man.
More intro video, and that's about it.
Okay. Nice. Well, to be honest, Intercontinental Grand Prix Cup days, gentlemen, on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, all that stuff.
I'm gonna plug something else for XVPW. They did the together watch of the Matt Cardona and who was that?
Nick Gage.
Yeah. That was a very nice event that I enjoyed from you guys.
We'll be doing more, man. We'll be doing more watch-alongs.
I already had like an angry wrestling bro.
Hey, look, I love the comments there. The comments was great. They were getting on Katrina's ass.
And I said what I said. I told her, like, I don't care. Like, he was like, oh, you probably don't watch it. I'm like, dude, I went to GCW events in person. You don't even live in America. Like, insult me correctly. Like, like I've actually been to the shows. I'm not a fan of that particular wrestler. Not a fan at all. Max, if we watch that, I'm like, I'm going to be complaining.
Oh, of course.
I don't get it. I'm going to be complaining about the whole time.
I loved it. And then I loved reading the comments right after. So keep doing it.
It helps get views, ladies and gentlemen. That is traffic. If you're YouTubing, you want traffic into your channels and you want people to re-click. Yep, you want more comments, So yeah, it helps. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is the EFBC channel. We are out. Make sure to check us out next Sunday. And I guess we could talk about timing, and what we do. So, yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my Max, that's Katrina, that's Drew, that's MJ. We are out.
Bye.
Peace.
Later.
And stream. All right, we're good.